Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to The Big Bang Theory Season 7, Episodes 13 and 14. So, the last two episodes I thought were really excellent episodes. We had a great Christmas episode where Sheldon became an uncle, and then we had a really kind of more serious episode, especially with Leonard and Penny, and we left off with that situation not being resolved. So I'm definitely looking forward to picking up on that storyline. I don't know what they're going to decide to do with that. Is that really going to drive Penny and Leonard apart, or are they possibly going to get married? You know what I mean? Like maybe Penny will reflect and actually propose to Leonard in a proper way. I don't know. But as always, you want to watch along the full unedited reaction that is on Patreon along with future episodes of The Big Bang Theory. If you don't want to wait, you care to support the channel, let's just get right into it. The Big Bang Theory Season 7, Episodes 13 and 14.
The university, they think they can do whatever they want.
What did they do now? What did they do now?
They're just making you use your vacation day.
That is a crisis for Sheldon.
Thinking may have lost her love forever. How does this compare to me being forced to relax for a few days?
It really doesn't. It really doesn't at all.
It doesn't.
Thank you.
I was on Sheldon's side, for the record.
Put on my coziest pajamas, curl up with a good book, and wait for this nightmare to be over.
What book are you gonna read, Sheldon?
Penny.
He can't help himself.
Look, if
Okay.
you want to break up, just say it.
No, she doesn't.
Just hate me, but stay with me. It works for my parents.
No. You don't want to be like your parents? You want to be like your mom?
I support whatever you want to do.
Because I've been thinking
What?
I should quit waitressing at the Cheesecake.
Don't agree with that part.
Before making any rash.
I already quit.
And I support you.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I mean, it's not that hard to get a job as a waitress, but still. How is she going to pay the bills? You know what I mean? I hope she doesn't take out a loan on her credit card. But I mean, I'm glad that she reflected and understands why Leonard didn't give a resounding yes to that proposal.
What if there's a big breakthrough in science today and I'm not there to see it?
You think there's going to be a breakthrough without you there to do it?
No, I was just tricking you. I'm coming with you.
Oh, shut and stay.
But
I said stay.
Good, Sheldon. Good, Sheldon.
Do not follow me.
Go have a treat at home. So glad Stuart's back. So glad Stuart's back, but the store is so empty. Business must be slow.
Accidentally destroyed one of Howard's comic books this morning, and I was hoping I could replace it.
How did that happen?
Batman got his ass kicked by my curling iron.
The Dark Knight couldn't face the hair products.
It's a comic book joke.
Do one of your fake laughs. Do one of your fake laughs.
I was kind of hoping to get it before Howie comes home from work. He's always saying I should be more careful with my curling iron. A dangerous precedent to let him think he can be right. To make this happen today, I
What?
can hook you up with anxiety medication, antidepressant.
You're gonna bribe him with drugs?
Do you have any of these?
He's fully stocked. She's fully stocked. That won't work. What an angle, Bernadette.
Not so bitey without the rest of the rat to back us up now, are we?
Never stop being who you are, Amy.
Just on our way to lunch and wanted to see if you'd like to join.
Sheldon's not here this week, and you don't think I have any other options? I'm just kidding. I'll get my purse.
She was thinking out loud for a second.
Wanted to show you this tourmalinated quartz that we got in the lab. Geologists and Bon Jovi have in common?
You're both into rock?
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot your quartz.
I want you to have it.
He's nice.
Somebody has a crush.
He likes you.
He brought you a pretty rock.
He does that every day. Oh,
You'd rather skip lunch and hang out with your boyfriend, Bert.
he's not my boyfriend.
He's tall, pale, and awkward. That sounds like your type.
Thinks you're available. Does he know you're dating Sheldon?
It hasn't come up.
Just casually mentioned my boyfriend, Sheldon.
Does Sheldon know you're dating Sheldon?
I'm sorry, who are you dating?
Hey, Sheldon.
Hello.
Penny has a good heart. She has a good heart. Look at this. Not everyone would do this.
I'm on vacation. What do you think? Where are you going?
Copies of my headshot, send them off to agents, and sign up for a new acting class.
Have fun.
Okay.
Go with Penny. Invite Sheldon. Why not?
You want to come with me?
Really?
Come on, boy. Come on, let's go.
Boba, you want to go? No, you're happy sleeping.
They have one at Capitol Comics.
Great.
No, it's not. I hate that place.
Why?
Who owns it is a jerk. It's always making me feel bad about myself.
Oh, what a loser.
Aw, thanks, but I don't want you to close up. I mean, won't you lose business?
The wide shot answers that.
She already thinks I don't support this, so if I call, it might look like I'm checking up on her. Proud she's taking this risk.
That's it?
Nice.
You bought that? Great. Hey,
Hi.
The performance of a lifetime.
Actually, I'm at the Cheesecake Factory.
you got your job back. That is great.
Oh no.
I didn't want to say anything, but you are making the right choice.
Oh no.
Yourself into debt right now would be literally insane.
I'm just returning my uniform.
Oh gosh. Nailed
And
it.
I support you.
Nailed it. Now Penny's gonna stop there and have a drink as well.
Close your eyes and picture yourself in a peaceful environment.
At work. At work.
I'm inside the CERN Super Collider.
Oh, okay.
Take a deep, relaxing breath and let it out.
Wow, didn't see that coming.
That's good commentary for a meditation tape, actually.
Let me guess.
And out.
Spoiler alert.
What was I gonna do? 2 ins in a row?
According to Huberman, sometimes.
Where's my lemonade?
I didn't get it.
What?
Fitting swan song to your career as a waitress. To forget my order one last time.
Drive angry, Penny.
Do you think quitting my job was a mistake?
Do you see me drinking lemonade? The best way to achieve a goal is to devote 100% of your time and energy to it. I didn't take some other job in case it didn't work out.
That's true, but a very different career path.
Why can't Leonard understand it?
He's not like us, Penny. We're dreamers.
I need to start cracking the window when I leave you in the car.
There's this big rock and minerals show.
Minerals, Hank will be there.
I have a boyfriend.
This is awkward. You thought I was going to ask you to go with me to the minerals show.
Weren't you?
Yeah.
Now it's more awkward, I think.
You just don't want to go out with me because I have an off-putting personality.
No.
My boyfriend has an off-putting personality too, like way worse than you.
True.
Big and weird, and no one ever wants to do anything with me.
Oh.
Don't say that. I'd love to go to the mineral show with you.
It's a date.
I don't
No,
know.
it's not.
I don't know if that's helping the situation. That might have been one of his moves. Yeah, this is a bit of an upgrade, right? Look at all this.
Since that Korean church bus crashed through my front window.
Who is that character with the hood? I don't know who that is.
Look how gray you've gotten.
My hair's exactly the same color as always.
I was talking about your skin.
Yeah, punch this guy. Hate him already.
Oh, yeah, I got this. Right over here.
This guy has such Bob Benson energy.
Even you, sweatpants?
Et tu, Brute?
Can I offer you a coffee? Espresso, latte? How about you, Stu? Mocha? Directions to the nearest soup kitchen? Oh, I'm just kidding.
It's not funny. It's not funny. You're like a failed comic or something.
I think I like the way you're treating my friend.
You want the book or not?
Yeah, steal it. Way to go, Bernadette. I like this.
You may have a successful business and the kind of pink complexion that comes with good nutrition. But I have something more important. Friendship.
That's true.
Which I would trade in a heartbeat for all this.
You don't need to say that. You could just think that to yourself.
Even if I didn't have a boyfriend, I wouldn't be interested in him.
I've heard those words so many times. Serena,
Megan Binkers.
Tammy Cho.
Oh, who's that girl from Starbucks?
Arlene Russell.
How do they remember all these people's names?
How would you want a girl to tell you she wasn't interested?
I'd like her to sit me down, say, I was wrong, I love you.
Just be straightforward.
I'm just gonna go find him and be brutally honest.
He'll probably climb up the Empire State Building and start swatting at planes.
Roger's so proud of that one.
Want us to talk to him?
You would do that?
Don't trust them.
Let him down with compassion and respect.
Thank you.
So we tell him she's a lesbian.
Of course we tell him she's a lesbian.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Now let's try Warrior 2.
This isn't for acting, is it? This is just like yoga or something?
I've read that there are great yogis. They can draw water in through their genitals.
What? That's not real.
Oh, well, I don't think we're gonna get to do that today.
Next weekend,
It's
maybe.
like a good way to drink a milkshake without getting brain freeze.
How did she get you to do yoga?
Better than vacation.
Thought she said Yoda.
I'm helping him relax because, unlike you, he supports me.
Oof. Oof.
I support you.
Sheldon, take a break.
Namaste.
Sheldon's having a great time, even if you won't admit it.
If you care so much what I think, why didn't you ask me before you did it? I thought we were in the kind of relationship where we make decisions together. Talk about the kind of relationship we're actually in.
Well, I'm willing to if you guys are. I'm as much a part of this relationship as you two.
You are?
Time we put all our cards on the table. Where is this going? Where will we all live? Have you thought about that?
Planning a future where we both live with Sheldon forever.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, what is going to happen to Sheldon if they ever end up getting married?
I need to take this shot.
Despite what it says on her resume, she is no longer 22.
I am on your side.
You don't act like it.
He does that to me too. Why do we put up with it?
I couldn't do it doesn't mean you shouldn't, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that means a lot, right?
You're back.
Two more things I want to say to you.
Oh, good.
He's a much nicer person than you are, and if you still have that comic, I'd like to buy it right now.
Of course, she does need it.
Want a latte while you wait?
I want a cappuccino and a blueberry scone.
Oh, what? What?
We
Come
have
on,
chocolate
stop
chip.
at Starbucks.
Well, that sounds even better.
Come on, Bernadette, you can get that anywhere.
Thanks for coming to the Mineral and Rock show with me.
Sorry, Amy didn't want to go.
Really sorry.
They couldn't say no.
Rock show! Rock show! Rock show!
They're gonna miss Sheldon. He'll make them appreciate Sheldon for sure.
What's going on?
We're about to buy tickets for Comic-Con. As long as one of us gets
Good
in,
Lord, this is not the time for flirting. Keep it in your pants.
Go to the bathroom so bad.
Every year I told you wear a diaper.
It's so intense, so intense.
2, 1, it's live. Go, 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 go.
Anyone in?
No!
Wow, there's so many people trying to buy it at the same time.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough coffee.
Okay, we're gonna see them actually go to Comic-Con? That could be fun. Really? Really? Is this hard to get tickets to Comic-Con?
It's been 10 minutes. We're running out of time.
To be cool? Yeah.
That is a big cup, Penny. I like that.
And they say firefighters are the real heroes.
I thought it was teachers.
Thursday's gone, just Sunday left.
Oh, Sunday's the worst.
Why?
T-shirts they have left are small and XXXXL.
Oh, it was the last day? Is that why? Okay.
Sunday's gone.
That's it? Everything's sold out?
Yeah.
Dang! Mission failure!
There's always WonderCon in Anaheim. That's just as good.
Your life has no meaning now.
Excuse me.
Going through the stages of grief. The stages of grief right now.
This is really sad. A different way than it was 20 minutes ago.
I can't believe we wasted all that time on our Hulk costume.
You're all going as the Hulk?
Ferrigno, Bannon, Norton, and Ruffalo.
Oh, okay, okay. I actually wish we could have seen that.
I'm starting my own convention.
Really? Really?
Buying scalp tickets is against the rule.
Who cares?
You get banned from Comic-Con for life.
Is that true?
80 years old, and you have to drive me down there and then wait in the car for 3 days.
Is that really true, though? Dang.
I already found a guy online who's willing to sell.
How do you know this isn't a sting operation set up by the Comic-Con police?
I don't think they care that much.
There was a time when Comic-Con didn't exist at all. One lone dreamer with a unique vision made it happen.
That's true.
I'm gonna rip that guy off. I thought that your client, Robert Downey Jr., perfect to appear on our first panel.
If Robert Downey Jr. has a cameo, that would be insanely cool.
I sat through Iron Man 2. I believe he owes me 2 hours of his time.
Oh, come on. Come on, not that bad. Oh, dang, dang, we're going through the list here.
You to call Stan Lee and Bill Nye the Science Guy. Legally, I'm not allowed to. Oh, and also Carrie Fisher.
Oh, yes, call Carrie Fisher.
Leonard is spending hundreds of dollars on scalp ticket.
Last week you spent that on a little dress.
Only get him into Comic-Con. That dress gets me into anywhere I want.
Anywhere, anywhere.
Tickets were pretty expensive. Give Howie an advance on his allowance. Howie's never gonna put his toys away.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine having an allowance.
They're acting like teenagers. We could do something grown up.
Like a museum?
Like a museum, but anything else.
Nice hotel far from here where they do afternoon tea.
I should probably put on clean underwear.
I don't think you need to have that rule just
we're
when
gonna
you're
stop
fancy.
at Target on the way.
Oh, Petty, that's the first thing you need to change.
I am one step away from securing a huge guest for my convention.
Really?
Chloroform and a roll of duct tape?
I think that will be necessary for Mr. James Earl Jones,
No way, no way.
the Lion King's dad, and FYI, the guy who says this is CNN.
I didn't know he did that, but coming to America as well.
He's looking forward to going to his favorite sushi restaurant. That's where I'm going.
And that's where Darth Vader's gonna pour soy sauce on your head.
I can't wait to see it.
Don't be creepy and go stalking this poor guy. You're gonna get in trouble.
You're buying non-transferable tickets, and from a stranger, no less. Not only can you get banned from Comic-Con, if caught, you could be charged with petty theft. Well, I'm warning James Earl Jones about the danger of posting his location on Twitter. He got lucky this time. There are some weirdos out there. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum.
Please do that once you enter the sushi restaurant.
Forgot my keys.
He'll see you coming from a mile away, though.
Friendly neighborhood scalper says he's running late.
Does he sound like a criminal?
Raj is worried.
What if he wants to steal our money or our kidneys or make a suit out of our skin?
Full Silence of the Lambs treatment?
Making me wonder if we should have met him at a neutral location.
Why do you think I told him to come to your place?
Are we really gonna see James Earl Jones? Oh no, this is their little tea party. Okay.
There are a lot of little kids here.
Can't believe the waiter thought I was your daughter.
The last time I got dressed up and had tea was when I was 5. Me, my teddy bear, Raggedy Ann, and my hamster. My hamster ate all her babies.
Oh, well that's memorable.
I could go for a drink.
Drinking in the afternoon, just like her mommy.
That's an amazing reveal shot.
Let me guess. You like Star Wars.
Yeah, he probably gets this all the time, honestly.
I've been in other movies.
Yes.
But you don't care about those, do you?
No. He knew the type. Just looking at Sheldon, one glance.
I have one thing to say to people like you.
May the force be with you.
I like Star Wars too.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Care to join me?
I did not expect it to go like this. Wow.
Leonard said if I bothered you while you were eating, you'd think I was a creepy stalker.
Leonard sounds like a real weenie.
Dang, really taking Sheldon's side. Is this reality or is this imagination?
And Sheldon was right. He did get charged with petty theft, guys.
I can text the guy, tell him we changed our minds.
Do it.
We're officially not going to Comic-Con.
I want to see the guy, though. Just risk it.
This one time, instead of wimping out, let's be badasses.
I'll be a badass, but only if you pinky swear to be one too.
Now you're just like Bruce Wayne.
You in on this?
No need. I'm breaking rules all the time. Last night, drank my Pepto straight out of the bottle.
What about that little cup they give you? What about
it? A true rebel.
Are you impressed by that?
A little.
Yeah, me too.
Now he's officially the cool one of the group.
Told Luke he was his father. Thought for sure he was lying.
Is that true? Is that true?
He was not. How messed up was that?
This is so awesome.
My wife's in New York and I got a Lion King residual check burning a hole in my pocket.
That's amazing.
Every 6-year-old there was jealous of my tiara. It felt good.
It's the little things in life.
You guys start feeling grown up.
Well, when I got married, I would, but I still kind of feel like I'm pretending. Doesn't help that most of my clothes come from Gap Kids.
Saw an old man slip and fall down, and I laughed. I mean, I laughed hard. Out loud. If he was conscious, he would have heard me.
Dang, you fell hard.
And the tennis balls came off his walker and bounced right off his head. I almost wet myself. I guess you had to be there.
Imagine trying to feel like a grown-up when you've never even been with a man.
Sex is not what makes you a grown-up.
Yeah, or you'd be the oldest one here.
Parked. He's on his way up.
Good. This is exciting.
They're gonna get busted. Watch.
What if we do get caught? Who cares?
You will care.
Be an astronaut and a bad boy. How will women keep their pants on?
What if it comes up when I apply for citizenship?
Guys are such babies. I'll handle this. If he thinks we're not home, he'll go away.
Oh my gosh, really? Really?
I thought you were a badass. I lied about the Pepto. I always use the little cup.
Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable. This is the biggest plot twist ever.
Functionally mute for 8 years.
It is true.
That's crazy.
And you almost became a doctor?
That's right.
Dang, I didn't know any of this.
I could listen to your stories all night.
He's like the coolest celebrity so far on the show.
For starters, we'd be splitting this check 3 ways.
Oh, dang, this is what happens when you quit your job, Penny.
Pay mortgages. Leave one of those little notes when you hit a parked car.
Yeah, being an adult does suck sometimes.
And it wasn't me. Anyone could have knocked your mirror off or whatever happened.
We spent the whole night trying to be mature, and it was kind of boring. I'm sure they're having more fun than we are.
This is unbelievable. Look at this.
I'm on a Ferris wheel with Darth Vader, and he's nicer than you think. I am!
It looks like he's having possibly more fun than Sheldon.
Bring it home, Mufasa.
All right, this is better than Sheldon getting his own Comic-Con, honestly.
Whose house is this? Carrie Fisher.
Oh, really?
And she's a little crazy, so get ready to run.
That's hilarious. Are we going to see Carrie Fisher too? No way. That'll be too much. I can't believe it. I can't believe she's in this too. Holy.
It's not funny anymore, James!
Then why am I laughing?
Carrie Fisher is the best personality. That's amazing. She was in this too.
This is the perfect end to a perfect night.
Could have ended with the karaoke.
You're trying to ask me at the strip club?
How much does it cost to get them off my lap?
They should have showed that.
I was trying to start my own convention. If you would be a panelist.
Why don't you and your friends come to Comic-Con with me?
Oh, no way.
Across the border from my favorite city on earth, Tijuana. Where I'm taking you every night.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, 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 bang, bang.
Come on, Sheldon, don't be so scared.
Now we run like hell. That was a lot of fun.
All right, so that's The Big Bang Theory Season 7, Episodes 13 and 14. Those were 2 wild episodes. I mean, we had so many crazy guest appearances in Episode 14, but just to start with Episode 13, we did pick up with the storyline, you know, the aftermath of Penny and Leonard, right? And I really appreciate that they did that. And so we have Penny quitting her job at the Cheesecake Factory, pushing ahead to go all in on her acting career. And Leonard, he's a little bit hesitant about that. And I'm a little bit hesitant about that. I mean, I am all on board with going all in for pursuing your dream, but I do think that doesn't necessarily mean abandoning the reality of paying your bills. Do you know what I mean? I 100%, if Penny was like, hey, I really need to focus and take, you know, the acting and the auditioning much more seriously, take it to the next level, cut out time with, you know, watching TV, you know, stop wasting money, you know, put all your resources and energy into pursuing acting, even doing something like cutting back on your shifts to maybe just working a couple days a week or whatever you need to do. But her quitting, I don't know. I, like Leonard, am a little bit hesitant about that. Now, sometimes that does work for people. Sometimes people, the pressure of kind of burning your boats helps motivate you to really go all in. But from what we've seen of Penny, if I was her friend, I would say you don't have that type of personality. You have the type of personality who's going to make a rash decision because you had an emotional day after your role was cut from what you thought was going to be your big break, and you want to feel like you're making some serious headway in your career. And doing a big step like quitting is a lot easier than putting in the work of focusing and adding discipline to your routine of pursuing your dream. So that would kind of be my advice. But it is an interesting kind of conversation that we see in the episode. And once again, they kind of carry over the tricky situation of being a partner where, yes, you want to support your partner, but at the same time, you will have opinions about what they're doing and whether you think it's smart or not, right? And as we can tell, Leonard absolutely does not feel like it's smart for Penny to quit her job and pursue her acting career like this. But because he's trying so hard to be supportive, he doesn't really know how to express that, right? So there was a good source of conflict in the episode. I'd love to hear people's thoughts about it because, I have my opinion on the matter, but I'm sure people have different perspectives based on their life experiences themselves, right? And then we also got to see more of Stuart, which I'm so happy about. Stuart paired up with Bernadette. I honestly feel like they make a great duo. I hope we see more of that. I feel like there's just some potential, like, strong comedic chemistry with Stuart and Bernadette going off and doing things. And we see Stuart's competitor with the comic book store, and just, that was a great moment how Bernadette was supportive of Stuart. They're not that close of friends, but I really appreciate the loyalty that Bernadette had by not letting some other jerk, speak down to Stuart, right? And so that was kind of a satisfying moment. And it really does solidify, as if we needed anything else to solidify this, but just how much of an underdog Stuart really is. So it just makes me root for the guy eventually to have some sort of victory in his character arc on the show. But of course, the funny joke at the end was Bernadette going back and having to buy the comic book and get a cappuccino and a scone as well. And that's, I guess, kind of relatable. I feel like there's a lot of times where people are against a certain corporation or store for ethical reasons, but in reality, do you actually not spend your money there? I feel like many people don't. And then we also had Mr. Minerals over here. I forget the guy's name, but it just makes me think of Hank from Breaking Bad, but him being interested in Amy. And we had kind of the discussion with Raj and Howard about what's the best way to let a guy down with rejection, right? And I think it's one of those things. I think whether you're a guy or a girl, getting rejected doesn't really feel good. If you are a girl, you're interested in a guy, you go up to him and talk, and he's like, hey, sorry, you're not my type or whatever. That's going to be painful. It's a hit to your ego. And 100% the same thing with a guy. You go approach a girl, ask her out. Even if she doesn't have a boyfriend, she might not be interested. It feels shitty. It doesn't feel good in that moment, but there's no easy way to reject someone. I think just being honest is the best thing. And at the end of the day, the other person, it's way better than any other alternative as far as I'm concerned, because if you lead someone on, it's just going to make it more painful. And if you're polite, but you don't tell someone how you actually feel, I also feel like that's not the best way. I think you don't want to be rude about it. Even if you're thinking in your head when someone walks up to you, like, I would never go out with you. Are you crazy? Something like that. Maybe you have a judgmental kind of knee-jerk thought. You want to be nice about it, right? Because someone is putting themselves out there and you just want to be a decent human being. But you can 100% just tell them the truth. Be like, you know what? I'm not interested. If you want to say you have a partner, I don't think that white lie is necessarily a terrible thing either. But I do think I think you'll save other people from a world of trouble if you just are honest. It's easier said than done. I get it. Sometimes, rejecting someone or saying no to someone is difficult, but I think it's a really important life skill that you need to learn. Whether it's learning to reject someone romantically or any other way, you need to learn to be able to say no in a polite, direct, kind of honest way. I love how Raj and Howard's solution, though, were like, they both were on the same page. We're going to say she's a lesbian. Okay, yeah. That's the way to let him down with the lowest hit to his ego, right? I actually think that's an underrated life skill, is both the ability to say no to people in whatever circumstance, whether it's your boss, your friends, your partner, someone who approaches you. And also, I think it's a really underrated life skill to experience rejection of any kind and just realize that it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, once you have the courage, whether it's in sales or in life opportunities or romantic opportunities, to be like, this person doesn't like me, and you know what? Not a big deal. Who really cares? It's not going to affect your life. In fact, being able to be okay with that and move on with your day is a really great, muscle that you want to work out in your life. It's difficult, but if you can get to that point where you can face some rejection, it will just unlock so many opportunities in your life. If you never develop that skill, it's going to hold you back in so many ways. Like, there is such a freedom on the other side of being okay with not everyone liking you. not everyone being attracted to you, not everyone wanting to buy whatever you're selling, not everyone wanting to hire you for a certain position. Once you're okay with that, there's such a level of freedom in your life, and you can just move with this weight off your shoulders. So I wish in schools, I mean, I could go off on a long rant about things that I wish were in the education system, about like life skills that were taught. But I think a really crucial life skill is teaching the ability to face rejection and be okay with it and realize that it's really not a big deal at all. And then also the ability to say no to people, right? Because a lot of people, especially if you're nice and empathetic, sometimes it's hard. And then sometimes people who never learn how to say no to people also then overcorrect, you know what I mean? Maybe they get scared or they get nervous and then give a really harsh, blunt rejection in the moment, right? And it can be anything, and not just romantic. It can be, you know, dealing with a salesperson who's annoying you, or dealing with a waiter who won't leave you alone about the specials. You know, having the ability to speak up and just say like, no, I'm not interested in this, or I don't want that, or I don't find you attractive. You know, hopefully don't say it as bluntly as that. We can just be like, you know, no, I don't want to go out with you, in just a nice, polite way. I think that's a really helpful and useful life skill. But episode 14, we had an epic, absolutely, possibly the best guest appearance from any celebrity on the show so far. But we have James Earl Jones, and in an amazing plot twist, you know, Sheldon shows up as a typical, you know, fan of Star Wars, I'm sure, someone who I'm sure James Earl Jones has seen in real life. But the amazing plot twist for me is how James Earl Jones is just totally pumped to hang out with Sheldon. So much so that Sheldon is ready to go home by himself by the end of the episode. And the fact that they go and ring Carrie Fisher's doorbell and we get to see Carrie Fisher in a quick appearance, that was just awesome. I mean, what a really cool thing for James Earl Jones to show up for this episode. I thought he really did a great performance. It seemed like he was having so much fun, and also I'm sure having fun with the public perception of himself and with just being a celebrity in general. That was a great storyline. Awesome thing. And then we also just had, you know, everyone trying to deal with Comic-Con. I thought for a second maybe we were going to have a Comic-Con episode, but no, it turns out they didn't get their tickets to Comic-Con, and instead are trying to get one. I didn't realize you weren't allowed to buy. I mean, it just shows that I don't know anything about this, but you're not allowed to buy Comic-Con tickets from someone else, right? Scalping the tickets. But I didn't realize it was such a serious thing. And I love how they were like, no, you know, we're going to be like Batman. We're going to be brave and break the rules. And then, of course, last second, they chickened out, which is so much worse than just deciding it's not worth the risk beforehand. I mean, I can only imagine what the guy was thinking, knocking on the apartment door. Like, what the heck is wrong with these people? They just texted me to come up, right? And then we also had an interesting kind of B storyline with the girls, you know, wanting to go and do something to feel grown up, right? As all their boyfriends and friends are off doing something which they view as somewhat childish. And then they go end up having tea together surrounded by young children before they get a drink at the bar. And they just had an interesting conversation. You know, I really like that. And I also relate to that a lot. I think most people probably can, but the reality is there's not really a moment where you feel like an adult. At least there hasn't been so far for me. I don't know. I think part of growing up is realizing that all the people that you viewed as grown-ups when you were a kid are just people who got older, you know, and anyone who you see who it seems like their life is just so together, it is, but there's no manual to life. And I feel like most adults can probably relate to just how it feels like you're kind of faking being a grown-up when you first are old enough to be a grown-up, right? You know, when you're 21 and you're like, shoot, I'm an adult now, right? But you don't feel like one. You know, and I don't know if you ever fully feel like one. You just hopefully develop some habits out of necessity, you know, things like doing your taxes and forming some good habits and, you know, being a bit more mature than you were when you were younger. You know, there's no clear separation. At least there wasn't that feeling for me. I don't know if anyone did get that feeling. I guess I could just relate to what they were saying of just, you just kind of fake it, and then also kind of mourning some of the things that suck about being an adult, which is true. You know, like you do have a level of responsibility and you do have to deal with some of the serious things about life in a way that you're free from as a child. At the same time, though, to be honest, I still think I prefer being an adult to being a child. I had a pretty happy childhood, but there's just so much freedom that you have as an adult. And I feel like the way that I'm able to view life and think about life and even think about my problems, thankfully a lot wiser than what I was definitely as a teenager. So I don't know. I don't think I would trade that. Like I do know there's lots of people who look back and miss their childhood and the freedom of that. And in certain specific cases, I definitely do. I miss some of the joy of being a child and some of that carefree innocence, but I wouldn't go back, if that makes sense. And I don't know if other people share that same feeling, or maybe you would go back and you would experience being a child again. I mean, I wouldn't mind, doing parts of my life over now that I have the experience and the wisdom that I do. I mean, little wisdom I have, but smarter than I was back then, when I was going through high school or some time period like that. Just some of the perspective you have on life and some of the life lessons you learned. But I wouldn't want to be put back in that situation, whether being a child or being a teenager or something like that. And it was kind of interesting. They didn't really focus a big storyline on it, but they did address the fact that Penny didn't pay for her drinks that episode, which to me is kind of a confirmation that I don't know if it was the smartest decision for her to quit her job, especially without something else that's actually just made me think of, but it's from the previous episode, but was Leonard talking about like, I thought we were in a relationship where we would discuss these types of serious, decisions together. And Penny's response was like, what? So I have to ask your permission to do something? And, I'd love to hear people's thoughts about that discussion, but I am 100% on board with what Leonard was saying. I mean, if I'm in a serious relationship with someone, I'm not going to be making a serious decision about my life, like quitting my job, without at least letting them know beforehand, right? And it's not a matter of asking for permission. It's not like I would go to my partner and be like, hey, are you going to let me do X, Y, Z? But just out of respect to them and the fact that, I would take a serious, my view on a serious relationship is really like a team effort. You're working on shared goals together. And even if you have separate individual goals that you work on, you're still communicating about that. And it still is kind of a shared goal, because if I'm trying to do one goal that my partner doesn't really care about, because we're a team, we both care about it together, if that makes sense. So to me, doing something as serious, my view is you don't need to communicate with your partner every time you buy a coffee or something like that, even though I do. But that's different when you're living with someone. But when you're making a serious decision, like quitting your job or not quitting your job, first of all, I think it's just smart to consult with your partner. Hopefully you're dating someone who's intelligent and can give you an outside perspective. That's one of the beautiful things about being in a relationship, where you can get someone else's point of view and maybe their shared experience and wisdom before you make a serious decision. But on top of that, even if you've decided and you have a moment of clarity and you're like, I need to do this and quit my job, it's still out of respect for your partner, I think, letting them know beforehand. It's just a really smart thing to do. And so, I really think it's a silly perspective from my point of view, being like, oh, you need permission from your partner. Like, it's not about permission. It's about respect, and it's about communication. And I think that's a very important distinction. If you're in a relationship where you feel like you need permission to do things in your life, I think that's also very unhealthy. But I think it's very healthy, and at least for me, in the relationships that I want to be in, I think it's very advisable to communicate. I would be upset if my partner did something major and didn't communicate with me. I would be like, well, why wouldn't we talk about that first? Even if you've made the decision that it's something you want to do, it's still something that's, at least for the most part, I'm trying to think of an exception of something I think where maybe you wouldn't want to discuss with your partner. But I think for the most part, something serious that affects both of you, because you're a team. I just think, for me, it's so important to be on the same page. And I think it's such a beautiful thing when you have that shared vision, even if you're doing separate things or you have very distinct interests, right? But let me know your thoughts about that, because I do know that people have very different types of relationships, and people also have, even if you have, you take relationships very seriously, people have very different perspectives about the best way to proceed with that. But anyways, I like both those episodes, had a lot of fun with both of them. Hope you guys enjoyed these reactions. As always, the full unedited reactions are on Patreon, along with future reactions of the show if you don't want to wait and you'd care to support the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.